Alright, guys. Final round. Hoping to get one more pack. We will be on the draw. Thank God we're on the draw. This mana has been messing with us all day. This I can keep. We're going to just F6 this turn. Another red deck. Okay, we got a land. That's exactly what we wanted. So we're going to play a Plains. Then an island. And then probably another something. I don't know. Red-green. Not what we wanted to see. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. So we're going to go Omen Speaker, Blood Toll Harpy, and start getting in the beats. Plains. Put one on top just to ensure that we're going to be able to cast this Archon and one on the bottom. I know that's probably a little overly cautious, but you never know. Like, the rest of the planes may not be anywhere except the bottom of the library. Okay, random. You can force me to block this guy all you want. Anyways. So, to be fair, I guess I could play the Harpy. That's an interesting choice. That makes me not want to play the Harpy. But that does spend his entire turn, so I'm okay with this. I'm going to swing first. I don't think that one damage is going to matter. It might, but you know what? Do I play it or do I not? I'm going to swing. You know what? I may regret this, but I mean, it could just be that, like, he's looking. I don't think he's going to block. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen. He might force me to block the Blood Toll Harpy, or block with the Blood Toll Harpy, but the thing of it is then they still trade, and he spent his turn 4 losing Satyr Piper. And he may not have turn 4 play. Go ahead and get in there, buddy. Yeah, maybe I should have held this guy back. Oh, no, he's still okay, so. Oh, Benthic Giant. Oh, Benthic Giant plus Celestial Archon equals. Oh my god. So. Oh, he must be blocked if able. Okay, well. Not really that much different. We're just gonna hold up Voyages. We're actually, you know what, I know it might be a little greedy here, but I'm actually going to hold up mana just to, I'm not going to play the Celestial Archon. So. Sweet, so we're going to have mana to be able to cast Benthic Giant. One more mana, we're going to be able to bestow. And we're going to let him force me to block that Cyclops, which I know he wants to. And then bounce it right back and waste a turn. At least that's what I imagine he's going to do. He's got something much bigger he wants to play, and I think the 3 damage. Yeah, I'm gonna let it get through. He's probably got something else he wants to play anyway. 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's cool. Full playing Goliath. Bounce this guy right back. Another Benthic Giant. Unfortunately, Benthic Giant does not trade with the Volpine Goliath. So, on the other hand, Benthic Giant plus Omen Speaker trades with it. But if he has any sort of pump spell, that doesn't bode well for us. It doesn't look like he has removal, so Benthic Giant is actually... We could keep playing him. Since we don't necessarily want to keep drawing anything else, I don't think. On the other hand, getting into a Griptide is pretty good. So we're gonna leave him on top though, just because we want to ensure that we draw something. So Benthic Giant. Next turn he can. I mean, he has He has 2 turn 6 plays in a row. He's got He's got Monstrosity, Cyclops, and Benthic. And no, sorry, what am I thinking? That's not okay. Anyways, he's got Ill-Tempered Cyclops, and he's got the Volpine Goliath. Maybe I shouldn't have put that on top because getting any of my other bestow creatures also works very well. Specifically, the Hopeful Eidolon or getting the Hopeful Eidolon or the Observant Alseid would be really good in this situation. So I probably should have put this guy on bottom. But if I draw any of those naturally anyway, then I'm going to be much happier. We wouldn't be able to cast it till the next turn, so... Could throw Omen Speaker under the bus. Both these guys have trample, so I guess it doesn't matter. Might as well let him either get the damage. It's 3 damage either way, so might as well throw that on there. Yeah, go ahead and monstrous that guy. That way you're not playing Goliath. There we go. So this turn, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I miscounted my mana there at some point. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to put the Alseid on the Benthic Giant, swing through. We know one of his cards is Volpine Goliath. So he's a 6/7 now. If he has a pump spell, we're going to find out real quick if he has a pump spell. 5, 6, nope, Goliath. Oh, okay. So we might still have a pump spell. He definitely does not have a pump spell. Oh, that's pretty... still no land, but... 9... He has Volpine Goliath and something else. I really need one more land so bad. So my options are 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't believe I miscounted that. That's probably going to cost me. So my options are either just another Benthic Giant to throw in the way of one of these guys. I obviously don't want to swing with this guy. What could he have? He's got the Volpine Goliath. That's all we honestly know. I think it's throw down another Benthic Giant. And see how he attacks. 3, 4, 5, 6. Another Volp. Okay, cool. Probably should have swung with this guy, but well. Setessan Griffin. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put the Ordeal here, and... Oh, I keep miscounting my mana. No, we don't know what he has anymore. We're going to find out real quick, apparently. Interesting. Let's see if he tries swinging through. He doesn't. He's got nothing in his hands. So, bestow here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Yep, okay. Nothing he could do about that one, luckily. Because you know what? If he would have had any pump spell for this guy, it would have been great. Savage Surge pretty much, very likely would have won him the game right there. Not there, but... luckily, we were just literally about to go over his head, so... 10-11 Vigilant Flying First Strike Hexproofer seems pretty good to me. Again, the only other thing I could have hoped for was Observant, was the Hopeful Eidolon. And really, that turn I was going to get a second counter on him. I should have... I don't know. Anyways, onwards to the next, to sideboard. What do we have? I don't think... Let's see. I don't think anything was really good for... Possibly even the Opaline Unicorn, just because having the bigger things fast, like, to compete. But that seems like a bit of a stretch. Prowler's Helm actually seems really good just to get past anything. Another Blood Toll Harp, it might not be so bad. Because it doesn't seem like... He may not have any Neshin Asp, which would be amazing for us. Meanwhile, though... Let's see. So, looking at this, we want the Amulet, Hopeful Idol. I don't know how much of this we want to get rid of. Guardians of Melita seem pretty good here because they'll block a lot of his stuff, not everything. I can't... Like, that's the thing. Maybe it's not the right play, but just holding down the fort long enough might be what we need. Scholar of Athreos we might not want. Possibly not Triton Fortune Hunter. Griptide seem amazing. Sealock Monster might not be what we want either. But still, he becomes, what, an 8/8? That seems bigger than a lot of other things that he has anyway, so maybe the Setessan Griffin. It's kind of a tough call. I guess the question becomes, what do we want to bring in? I am always a big fan of God's Willing. Chosen by Heliod doesn't seem bad. Ordeal of Heliod might actually be alright, especially if we can get more flyers on the field. Actually, yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. Instead of the Chosen by Heliod, I'm going to put in the second Ordeal of Heliod and submit. We could be wrong. I may be rushing it a little bit, but he may have it. I don't know. So, run the... He chooses to play first, run the draw. I will not mulligan. If I don't, like, so we have a turn 3 play against a lot of his stuff, so... Anyways, okay, cool, third land, so that's good. Turn 2, we're just going to throw out a Prowler's Helm. Blue. Wow, that was like one of the first times I haven't had turn 2 Omen Speaker. But, let's see what he does next turn. That is not what I expected to see. Alright, Guardians. They'll block almost anything. Next turn we'll have Griptide. If we ever draw black mana, we can read the bones. Really, we don't want to be Griptiding unless they have... Oh, yeah. Not what I expected to see. Kind of perfect for him, though. That's okay. Land. Alright, so... Unfortunately, Griptiding this guy is not the best thing, but... We gotta get a creature. We're gonna Griptide this guy now, just while we have the mana open. That's a pretty good guy. And honestly, something I would even... unfortunately, we can't activate his ability yet. We really want a black mana soon. But at this point, I might even consider putting Hopeful Eidolon on him. Six. Volpine Goliath. Again, unfortunately, no Divine Verdicts, no, like, Sip of Hemlocks. There's a lot of things we could have used that would have been straight removal that would have been great, but... More mana. This is not looking good. Unfortunately, we did draw into all our mana sources, but we're not getting anything we could possibly... We're not getting any, like, really solid guys here. Skull Cleaver. Interesting. And I'm not just going to throw the Eidolon on him because then he'll just monsters this guy and keep getting through. And although these would trade, if he has a trick, then that's really bad for me. But Ultimately, it's going to absorb. It's going to nullify this. It's going to fog that guy for one turn. Almost maybe should have considered waiting to grip tide him. I could force him to grip tide it now, but then that. I'm sorry, not grip tide. Monstrous this guy now, but I mean honestly, I think it's kind of moot. And now he gets the unfortunate thing. He does get to play something else, but we're in a really bad spot anyway. I don't think there's anything we can get to draw out of this. If we had Sea God's Revenge, maybe, but we didn't even get any of those, unfortunately. So yeah, we're just gonna. Yeah, unfortunately, it's gonna nullify his monstrosity play, but he's still gonna get through for 4. Or like he'll swing monstrous, still get through for 4. I'll have a hopeful Eidolon on the field against a 6/6 Trampler as well as a couple other guys. Not to mention if he were well, he's not gonna really do anything with this guy, I imagine. But yeah, that's it. So I still don't think Chosen by Heliod does anything. I don't know. Laguna Band Elder, again, he has a lot of guys that are. He seems like he has enough things that are 3 toughness that we want to get rid of. In that case, what do we want to get rid of? We have a lot of big guys. But are they big enough is the question. Scholar might not even be that good because a lot of his guys are even bigger. So you know what? Yeah, I think I'm actually as good as Scholar can be, and I have I've almost won games off the back of this guy, but because black is our splash, I'm gonna go with Laguna Band Elder. Yes, I will play first. I shouldn't have played first. Oh no, yes I won. We're playing for a single pack. If we draw Omen Speaker, that could be really good. I got a mulligan this though. This is probably a really painful keep, and by painful I mean turn 3. This is going to hurt. If I draw an Omen Speaker, then it's going to be that much better. But no big creatures, only 4 mana, so I can't even play those big creatures. So this is I may have just gotten really lucky in game 1, but he may draw pretty terrible too. We may or may not record another draft tonight. He's keeping, so we're just gonna that and then pass. Fade into Antiquity. I guess that's not a terrible thing, but anyways, he plays a green, but we do have a lot of targets for it, so I guess it is not stone cold removal, but pretty sweet removal right there. We're just gonna go island past turn. And next turn we'll read some bones. F6. Traveler's Amulet. I'm going to read some bones now. Just in case there is a turn 4 play I want to do. Or something else. Unfortunately now this means that... Well, let's see. What do I... More land. Traveler's Amulet will shuffle that up. But I don't know if I like that idea at this point. I really didn't expect a land to have 4 lands on top, which luckily Read the Bones got me through, but now if I ever want to play this Traveler's Amulet, that could be in my favor or not so much in my favor. 7 mana is not where I want to be, unfortunately, which is weird because I remember being at 6 the other game that we won, and it was just... I don't know. Anyways. That's not so great. That's fair. Okay, so Harpy... Yeah, go ahead. And then I will just play the Traveler's Amulet. Next turn I could Naiad the Blood Toll Harpy. We'll see what he does. If he kills the Harpy, then so be it. Nimbus Knight is really obviously what I don't want to put on the Harpy. It's basically just an enchantment that says +2/+2 for 5. Am I really that far behind? Yeah, that Read the Bones hurt. Wow, so much land. Unfortunately, in this race, I lose easily. Maybe I should have just enchanted there. Yeah, probably. I don't think there's anything in green I care. Oh! Well, we're gonna bestow anyway. Why not? So he can swing without fear. Ugh, I should have swung that turn. Should have enchanted and swung that turn, put him to 15. I wouldn't feel so bad, but ugh, that's not good. That's slightly better, but anything he enchants this guy with is pretty bad. So we're gonna play. Yep, we're just gonna Guardians. We're gonna find us planes, I guess. I don't know. Three, four, five, six. Oh, that's not what I expected. Still not good, but it's not what I expected. Either way, 3 gets through. I might as well make him spend the mana. Unless he has Titan Strength, in which case I'm actually okay with that either way. Yep. Okay. Not looking good. Wow. Did I just shuffle that? I was really hoping like Griptide, Voyage's End, something. No. So. Bloodtoll Harpy is unfortunately not going to get us there. And if he were at 4 less life, he would be going down to... I mean, he'd be going down to 7, which is still not amazing, but... Ugh. It's not good. Waiting for him to... Man, explaining these videos apparently eats up a lot of time, because somehow I'm about 4 minutes... I'm about 3.5 minutes behind my opponent. But, anyways, so... I guess this draft didn't turn out too terrible. I don't want to say our opponent had the nuts deck, he just... I don't know if he had the right draws or what, but... This is a lot of land to be drawing. Should Traveler's Amulet. I guess it also wasn't a terrible idea to Traveler's Amulet. Well, if it would have just scribed to, like... If it would have just... I don't know. I guess I really don't... If the 2 good things were on top, I would have drawn with Read the Bones. I'm thinking about the scry mechanic right now and the shuffle effect of Traveler's Amulet. Traveler's Amulet first. I guess that doesn't really affect anything because I never know what's on top. You got the whole, oh, what is it? That not Pandora's box, but the cat, Schrodinger's cat. Basically, it's anything and everything on top of my deck until I actually look at it with Scry. So I guess the Traveler's Amulet doesn't really affect anything. But if I do it afterwards, then if I just still don't know what's on tap afterwards because I draw the 2. If I scry the 2 at the top, then I probably want them, in which case I don't want to shuffle. So, I don't know. I guess moot? It was better that I just draw the cards, like seeing the cards and draw them to know if I even wanted to shuffle with it, since I had lands either way. On the other hand, our opponent's just stalling out, and I don't know why. We've been having these problems. Oh, he lost connection. It wasn't that long ago, but... So, I guess what's going on is... He, I guess we're pretty much just gonna see, like, hey, does he come back? Or does he time out? At this point, looking at our field here, guys, unless he also has 4 lands in hand, and even if he does, he's pretty much got it at this point, because I can't go on the defensive with this guy, and he's not going to win a race either. He has the mana to Monstrosity Arbor Colossus. So he's just going to say, kill the Bloodtoll Harpy, and I'm left with a Nimbus Naiad. Yeah, I mean, he's honestly, our only way of winning this game is our opponent timing out. I'm not gonna say I'm hoping for it, but we already know how it would have went. If he times out, that's one extra pack for us that he kind of got robbed of. I could even be nice to contact him to trade it, but I feel like I'm muttering to myself here. He will probably come back, but oh, he's back. Cool. Waiting to swing with the Blood Toll Harpy. Put him to 11. And if I would have got that extra, like if I'd have done things right and put the Nimbus Naiad on and swung, then he'd be at 7. Oh, he has reach. I'm just punt. Yeah, not bad. It wouldn't have done anything, but not bad. Even the Benthic Giant can't match up to that. The only thing I could have hoped for was like the Grip Tide was just way too low. I had way too much mana. It was well, guys. That's our draft.